Hey, what's up? WEEMAN here, and I'm about to set up a new board. Sick. It's one of the prototypes that I worked on, the new shapes coming out, so that's why it's only just the logo silkscreen graphic. That's kind of my style.
I like those simple graphics though.
Yeah, simple's good.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna set it up.
Sick, man. All right, Jason. So, well, I'm gonna call you Jason, but I know everyone knows you as WEEMAN.
Yeah, call me whatever.
Okay, cool. So, tell us about your company, man.
I started it about 2.5 years ago. I was getting flowed from Ed for Toy Machine, and people just kept going, hey man, we want a WEEMAN board, we want a WEEMAN board. And I'm like, I don't think Ed's gonna give me a, I'm not gonna be pro for Toy Machine. So I was like, you know what? I'll just start my own company. And at the time, I was reading this book called Why the World Exists, and I always forget the author's name. I think it's Holt, his last name. And he always explained that nothing would anything doesn't exist without nothing.
Yeah.
And it kept like popping in my head when I read it. So I'm like, you know what? That's true. Like, none of this exists except for nothing. Like, zero holds a place value. You start here, which is nothing, and then you get like this.
Yep.
So like this piece of grip tape wouldn't exist if there wasn't this right here, and then this makes it exist.
Yep.
So I was like, what's something that is like means nothing? That's a pretty cool word. And I was looking through dictionaries and different, and I found nullity, and I'm like, I like that word. Like, nullity's rad. And
yeah.
it come to find out, its actual definition is of no importance and has no worth. So I'm like, perfect, because to me, all it is skateboarding. It's nothing else.
Yeah.
Just skateboarding. So, nullity.
That's sick, man. I like the name a lot.
I like it too. And it's funny too. I like it because people are like, how do you say it? What, nullity? Like, people like met, and when I was coming up with it, I'm like, dude, people are gonna chop this name up so bad. I'm so excited about this.
So what size boards do you skate?
This is an 8.0. I usually ride anywhere from 8.0, 8.25, and 8.5, depending on what I'm skating. Like this I like for flip tricks and real light board, and then like the 8.25 I like for like curbs and different things, get a little bit more stable on it. And then the 8.5 I use for like mini ramps or bigger ramps and bowls and pools. So there's just a little bit of difference, but not much. I kind of keep the wheelbase the same, except for the bigger ones I ride a 14, and then the bigger ones I ride a 14.25.
Yeah.
And so then there's just a little bit difference, but other than that, not much.
That's sick.
And when I first started the company, I just wanted to come out, like I was just messing around, and I didn't really think it was gonna go far.
Yeah.
And I wanted to do 8s with shapes. And it did okay in the beginning, and the shapes were a little funky, and it was a test run in the beginning. So then I finally figured out like a little bit of shape, but keep it popsicle still. So, kids nowadays, you can see they want a little bit different. They don't want just the standard popsicle.
They don't.
So it helps out. So it's pretty right on point. And now after about 1.5 years in, I started getting team riders, and I started sending them boards and saying, hey, tell me something you want to change on this. What do you want different? What's something you want? And the team has totally helped out and totally have loved doing different things for the brand. So it's been fun.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, I've been experimenting with different sizes too. Like I have a 7.75 setup, an 8 setup, and an 8.25. And it feels good just to have a different board for different things,
different look, different spot you're skating or whatever.
Yep.
So, and I've always been one to leave like about anywhere from like 1/2 inch to 1.5 inch gap right here.
Sick.
Ever since I was younger.
Yeah.
Some people do different things. You'll see people with little lines back here or up in the front.
Yeah, you gotta have fun with your grip.
Yeah, so I've always just left a little gap right in the back.
That's sick. How long have you been skating?
About 20 minutes today.
Oh my God. Good answer. Oh, dude. Oh, man.
I've been skating since I was like 9 or something. I grew up in Hermosa. My mom and my dad separated when I was like 2. And my mom started dating this guy. And at one point, she bought him a skateboard. And I was at the skate shop with her. And I'm like, Mom, that's what I want. Like, what you getting this dude one? And that's something like I want, you know?
Oh, dude.
And so like my next Christmas or something like that, or birthday, my mom got me a board. And it was like, you know, of course back then it was one of those like Target or Walmart or Kmart boards or whatever back then.
Typical first board.
Typical first board. I think she got it just to see if that's really what I wanted, you know?
Yeah, that's why I
So-
kind of encourage parents to do that. You know what I mean?
I do too. But I also encourage, like, I have skate shop loyalty, and I encourage to tell the parents, their skate shops nowadays have quality boards for $100. And think about it, when we were younger, boards were $100. Skateboards, through this whole economic change from when I was a teenager to now, has not changed one bit.
Yep.
Not one bit has the skateboard price gone up or anything.
That says a lot about our industry.
It does. It says that skateboarders have figured out how to keep making stuff and keep it, you know.
Yep.
In what's also funny in economic crisis too, for a lot of things, you'll see skateboard sales go up
Yeah.
because people start grabbing them for transportation.
Yep.
So it's been affected by economic change, but not much.
Yep.
So
It always forces us to like evolve and change, and it kind of like helps us, I don't know, keep everything fresh. You know what I mean?
Totally.
Whenever stuff like that happens.
yeah, you think about it.
Chris just got folded.
I got a hot pocket.
That's what you get.
What happened? You got premoed into the shin?
So about how often do you set up boards?
I try not to set up boards too often. Like a new deck, I would say a new deck nowadays, once a month. Just the
Yeah.
deck, you know? But like my truck and wheel setup, I keep for a while. I feel like, especially bushings, you want to like, once I'm in the zone on a setup, I want to keep it for a while.
Yeah, me too.
And I like grinding to the axle. Like I want to wear my trucks out and just like, yep, just those trucks, and then get the next set.
You want to see it poking through.
Yeah, always want to see it poking through. That's like
sick.
the best goal.
So is Mob your favorite grip?
Mob is my favorite grip. It's kind of weird. I've loved it since day one.
I like really grippy grip.
Weird.
I know. I don't know what it is. I just love Mob. It's always been good.
I don't mind that it messes my shoes up a little bit more.
Oh yeah, it is pretty rough.
It is. It gets your grip thumb really bad too. That's
Grip
the other
thumb. Shoes are messed up. But you know what?
thing. Your feet are sticking.
Your feet are sticking. Tricks are being landed.
That's for sure. So you started skating in the 80s?
88. 87, 88.
Dang, I started in 94, so it's almost 10-year difference.
It's a 7-year difference.
Yeah.
But I think we're 10 years apart anyway, too.
Yeah.
I'm an elder to you, buddy.
Yeah.
You gotta respect your elders.
Normally I'm an elder to everyone else, so I'm down, dude. My dad taught me that too, so I've always been really good at that.
I'm just teasing. It's so funny. I was, where was I? Washington, D.C.? I think I was in Washington, D.C. And I grabbed like an Uber. Or no, they had a town car there. And I grabbed a town car to take me to the skate park. And it was like in the winter. It was super cold. And the dude driving was a little bit bigger, a little heavier set dude. Looked a little older, gray hair and all that. And he goes, hey man, can I ask you something? I'm like, dude, ask me anything. Because, you know, he's taking me out of my board looking like this. I mean, I'm 44 and I dress like a teenager. So I'm like, dude, ask me anything. And he goes, how old are you? And I was like, 44? And he goes, what? He goes, to be honest, you look like 29. And I go, how old are you? And he goes, I'm 29. And he goes, and I feel like I look like your age. And I was like, whoa, dude. I'm like, thank you for the compliment. I'm like, no, dude, you don't look it. Like, you're good. You know, I was trying to make the dude feel good, but I was tripping.
Dang, I've met a lot of people like that, dude. I really feel it's skateboarding has a huge part to us keeping our youth, you know?
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's the old saying goes, and I don't think people think about it. If you don't use it, you're going to lose it.
Yep.
So just, you know, keep your legs going, keep moving, and you're fine.
Keep that blood flowing.
Keep the blood flowing.
Can I ask you some Jackass questions?
You can ask me any questions.
Sick. Who was the first person from Jackass that you met?
From Jackass? Like, the initial, like, guys that were in the movie or anybody part of it?
Just the show or the movie. I mean, I know quite a bit of the history. Like, it started with, like, Big Brother.
Started with Big Brother. So I knew all those dudes. Like, Cossack was the first dude I met because we went on a photo shoot. I was getting flowed by Mike Smith when he did Liberty.
Yeah.
At the time. And Smith was always like, yeah, let's go shoot photos. And one day we went and shot photos. And Cossack was there. And it was the first time I met Cossack. So it was pretty rad. And then he's like, hey, man. Like, we were just skating around the South Bay. And he's like, hey, man. Let's go, like, meet up one day and just snag some photos, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm like, shit, yeah, this is awesome. Like, you know? Let's do it. And that's when we just started hooking up together and snagging photos.
That's so sick.
And then, so Cossack was first, then Tremaine. He was the director of Big Brother. And then I knew, like, Cliver and those dudes, you know?
Yeah.
So all those guys have always been involved. And then...
I didn't know Tremaine was the director of Big Brother.
Yeah, he was the art director of Big Brother.
Wow.
So it's yeah, that's what I mean. Like, people don't know. Like, people and the funny part is, I even said this the other day in an interview. People are like, so when'd you go out on that audition for Jackass? And I'm like, there was never an audition for Jackass. Like, we made it. It's like a garage band, you know, and the band then finally gets big and they put an album out.
Yep, exactly.
That's what we did. And it's like, and it comes, and another thing is, people don't get like, oh, so you skate? Shit, we've all skated and we've been skating before. Wow, man, I didn't know. Like, that's super cool. Like, and it's just like, people, I don't know, they see something and that's all they learn. Like, if I see something, I learn about it.
Yeah.
You know?
They don't know their history.
They don't know their history. It's just like, where'd these dudes come from? Well, we were f***ing around in skate videos and then we made the next step.
Yep. Yeah, I remember I started skating in '94, so I started getting all the Big Brothers right away.
Oh, that was like prime time Big Brothers.
These are the best. I remember, like, dude, you had to hunt around at skate shops because a lot of skate shops wouldn't carry them because they were like straight unrated, would have naked chicks and like all kinds of gnarly stuff, dude. The ads, the skate ads, were insane back in the day. They were so gnarly. I miss those days, actually.
Dude, once Big Brother started, once Jackass started, when Big Brother got sold to Larry Flynn, it was like Jackass went huge and Big Brother kind of just, and it sucks. You know? But then it's also, the times kind of changed Big Brother too.
Totally.
Just like right now, times are changing for the movie industry with all this sex crazy thing stuff happening. So.
And Netflix and all the
everything's changing everything. So.
Super fast.
Yep.
It's pretty intense.
I need a poker.
What you got, bro?
What you got, Christopher? Is it cool I call you?
Huh?
Is it cool I call you Christopher?
Yeah, dude. Everybody calls me Chris. It's rare for someone to say Christopher, you know? Alright, so who are some of your favorite pros?
Now?
Yeah, or any
all-time favorites are like Nodis, Gons, Jason Lee, Jim Thiebaud. Like, I just watched Thiebaud's like footage came out more from back in the day because his birthday recently, and it's like, dude, that dude was killing it. And so like those guys, and then nowadays like the new guys, Lizard King, Jamie Foy is my guy right now. Like, if I'm gonna put
Foy.
Dude, but he's not big anymore.
Yeah,
it seems like ever since King of the Road, dude like
Small boy.
got all skinny and healthy, and he's killing it even more.
Doing like 10 tricks down Hollywood High first try.
Jesus.
So jacked.
Like, I'm glad I'm not a young gun having to come up right now and compete against like that dude. 'Cause I'm like, man, I'm throwing the towel, dude.
Yeah.
One of my other heroes is John Lasuro. Lasuro has always been the man.
Sick.
Yep. Like, he's just rad. Like, him and like, there's not too many dudes out there. Like, Lizard King does, a couple other dudes. Andrew Reynolds, too. Oh, and Raleigh. Raleigh,
Yeah.
dude, kills it.
Raleigh.
Yep. But, there's not, like I was gonna say, there's not too many dudes nowadays that,
Catch your attention.
no, they catch my attention. But you know, if you saw a silhouette of Gons skating by,
Yeah.
you go, oh, dude, Gons is going by. Or, like, Nodis or Steve Caballero, you know? And in the past few years there's not been too many guys that their skate style has changed. Or not changed, there has been skate style that you'd be like, you know who that person is in a silhouette.
Yeah.
So, but, you know, times have changed, boards have changed, everything's changed, but there are guys out there that you'll see and you'll be like, killing it.
Yeah.
Since day one.
What size trucks do you skate?
On my 8s, I skate 139s, 8 1/4, 144s, and 8 1/2s, 149s. So, and they're all indies.
Sick.
I've loved indies since my first skateboard. I had Indy 101s on my Rodney Mullen. I've always loved indies. I've gone through, and you know what? You learn in life different things. I've gone through and rode for companies just because, like, oh, dude, I'm going to get free stuff and all that. And now that I'm older and I've been through it all and stuff, I've been like, you know what? I wish I was as smart then as I am now. And I'll be like, you know what? Nah, I'm good. I just want to ride what I want to ride. Always ride what you like. Like, make sure. That's why, and that leads me to, when I went to go get my boards made, I was like, I always wanted my boards made by Watson.
Yeah.
So when I was able to go and get boards, it was just like some mere luck. I was like a little kid in a candy store, like, no way I'm having my boards made by what I've always wanted them made by. And it's funny because at the time I was riding for Sonic Skateboards, and I loved it. It was an experience, but they had the biggest wheelbase, and I was riding the smaller boards, and it didn't work out. And like, that's like a thing. I wish I would have thought about it more instead of like, oh hell yeah, like jump the gun.
Yeah.
And just ride for a company just because they want you to.
Yeah. There's a couple companies I wish I wouldn't have skated for because it messed me up.
It did. It messed me up too. You know, it totally did. And we were on tour, and I had to stop at a skate shop because I just was over riding the board I had. It was Thrasher or whatever. And they didn't have any more boards for me, so I grabbed a Foundation Whippersnapper, Watson Wood, and that was like my favorite board too. I had over a dozen of those.
Dang.
And I was in the shop putting it together, doing this, and this little kid comes in and he's like, oh, what board is that? And it just slipped out of my mind. Like, I wasn't thinking. I'm like, oh, it's a Whippersnapper. And he straight goes to the guy and goes, you have another Whippersnapper? I want that. I want it. And all the other guys are like, dude, why don't you tell me it was a Sonic board? Like, why are you fucking selling all of these other boards?
Oh, dude. That's funny.
So I was like, all right. I messed up there, but I spoke my mind.
What kind of, are those are Spitfires, right?
Spitfires, yep. I've loved, and that too, like, I've done everything kind of half-ass and whatever, rode for wheels or got flowed wheels. But I'll tell you this, the first time I rode Spitfires, they came out 89.
Damn.
Yeah, Spitfire's been around since 89.
Wow.
And how I know is I went to Visalia Skate Camp for a week. Spent a week in Visalia Skate Camp. And there was a contest there at the end of the week, and I got 3rd place. And the prize I won was a set of Spitfire Classics. Just the regular, like I didn't even know what they were. They were just those like ridges, you know, that
The
they have.
gold ones, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the gold ridges. I'm like, oh, and I started riding them, and I loved them ever since.
That's
And
sick.
I've always loved Spitfire.
What size wheels are they?
52s. I ride 52s on all my boards.
Sick.
And no joke, the Formula 4s are the best wheels ever.
They are.
They are.
dude.
Like, and here's another thing. Like, I was getting flowed, you know, from Jim, and he was hooking it up, and I just always feel weird getting flowed too. I don't want to bug people for stuff. That's one of my main things too.
I'm so like that now
Yeah,
too. The
I
older
just
I've
don't.
gotten.
I just don't like bugging people. That's just my MO. And another dude gave me some Power Flex wheels. I'm like, fuck, he's a friend. I'll try him, and I tried him, and I told the guy, I'm like, I don't like your wheels. He's like, what happened? And I'm like, I don't like them. I'm sorry, dude. Like, wouldn't you rather me be brutally honest than to like not ride yourself? Be like, oh, I don't know, I'll put them on the next board or something. No, I'm like that. That's another thing I am too. I'm like totally brutally honest nowadays.
Yeah.
So.
Got to do it sometimes.
Yep.
Out of everyone on Jackass, all the stuff you've witnessed, who do you think got messed up the most over the years?
Knoxville.
Yeah?
Yeah. Dude, he has gotten wrecked. He's put us through some things, but he's put himself through some things, but he got destroyed.
His poor body.
His poor body. He just filmed something recently where he knocked his eye out. His whole eye popped out.
No way.
Yeah, now, yeah. That's like the sketchiest thing.
Is it working
ever.
still?
Yeah, it works and all that. He's fine.
What?
Popped his eye out.
Dude!
How do you pop your
That is
eye?
insane. Just think how that must have looked. You know what I mean?
It's crazy. That's how it looks.
No. Like just think how, from his point of view,
It looked
like his
like,
eyes seeing it, and then it's like down here.
What's that movie with It's Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
It would probably look like Beetlejuice.
Oh yeah.
Remember when that dude's like eye popped out or whatever?
Yeah. I always wish they would have made another one.
Another Beetlejuice?
I always hear rumors that they're going to, but I don't think it's ever gonna happen.
I wish they would too. Well, you know what though? Sometimes when they redo old movies,
They ruin them.
to be honest, I didn't like the new Willy Wonka and the Chocolate
hated
Factory.
it.
Yeah,
I thought it
dude,
sucked,
you can't.
dude.
That's what I'm saying. You can't fuck with old stuff.
No.
Like once it's done, like leave it alone.
Yeah. The story behind the old Willy Wonka too is like it's really cool because it just kind of like happened so magically, like the way it was made and how it came together.
Yeah.
It was super trippy. So to like try and do that again with a big Hollywood budget, they just failed miserably.
Yeah.
Dude.
And it was too over. Like you can't like a movie like that too. You can't CMG it or whatever. they do.
Yeah.
What's up, guys? Just cruising. Another new board, another new day. Always.
What kind of stickers are those?
This is a Merge 4. This is a sock company that does my socks and that I'm a part of. And that's
sick.
like that's a brand I'm stoked to be a part of. Like it's legit, you know what I mean? It's not one like, shouldn't have done socking. And then, no, I'm stoked to do this one. Like I'll be honest if I'm like about anything. And then this is actually, I just chopped it a little off, but this is a sticker of the new series we have coming out for Nullity, and these are the shapes I'm
Wow.
testing. We got 3 different sizes, and so that's the 8, 825, and the 85. So I put it all on one sticker, so when you put it up in a wall, something looks rad.
Those look sick.
So that'll be out probably in a couple weeks, and those are gonna be good. Finally, after a few test runs of doing boards, I finally put something together good.
Perfection takes time.
Perfection takes time.
Do you skate any special bearings or?
I actually do. No joke, and it's so funny to say, but these right here, like that, I don't even know if you've heard of the brand. It's real small. I've seen it a couple times. They're called Rockets, and these are ceramics. I've tried both styles. They are so good. They're insane. I was like, my buddy who doesn't even skate gave him to me, and it's one of those things too. He goes, "Hey, my buddy," and I'm like, "Well, I'll ride him. Give him to me. I'm not gonna say nothing about him.
Yeah.
But give him to me." He goes, "That's cool. He just wants you to try him," and I tried him. And lately, a lot of the company's bearings have been something's going on where they're being a little bit crappy.
Yeah.
They're either putting too much goop in them, or they're mass producing them too much or something. I don't know.
Cranking out too much.
Yeah, so I put these on, and of course, I put these on with they're like, "Oh, I'll put them on and see what happens from there," and I actually put them on and I like them.
Yeah.
So it's my second set, and I can say now that I'm pretty stoked.
That's rad. It's cool that you just took them with the intent of trying them, and now
That's it.
you're hyped on them enough to say it, you know?
Exactly. And I told my buddy too, I'm like, I'm not gonna talk about them or post them or nothing.
Yep.
You know.
But you really like them, so you'll talk about it.
I'll talk about them.
That's awesome.
If it's something I like, I'll give you love.
Yeah. So how many people do you have on the float team right now?
4 dudes.
4 guys.
Yep, Brent, Brody, Bash, and Chris.
Sick.
Chris is the only guy on the team that doesn't start with a B.
Gotta start calling him Briss.
Briss!
That's being good.
Oh man.
He's on C flow. The other guys are on B flow.
I remember they used to have companies.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's like that, dude. That's too funny.
We're gonna put you on the B flow team. You're not really on the A team, you know.
No, yeah.
I'm just kidding,
dude.
Chris.
Okay,
it just
so
worked perfect to say it in that.
Yeah.
too perfect. Okay, so since the Olympics are going right now, how
Winter
do you,
Olympics.
Winter Olympics. But in 2020, skateboarding is going to be introduced to the Olympics.
I know.
How do you feel about that?
And to be honest, first part, I don't like the Olympic Committee in general, just because of how they run their business and what they do.
Yeah.
They go to these countries that aren't too well off, and they go into these poor neighborhoods and they just make families leave out of their homes. And
They do that?
You haven't seen the Olympic
No.
documentary, dude?
Oh my
You're
God.
gonna think totally different about
Whoa.
this. And they go in and they destroy these people's homes that have been around for generations just because it's in a beautiful spot.
Damn.
And then they just build these Olympic stadiums. They did it in Greece, they did it in Rio de Janeiro, and then it's there for just the summer. Next thing you know, 10 years later, the place isn't still being used. It's just a big waste.
It's just there.
So
That's
that alone,
jacked.
dude, fully jacked. See, people, you got to do your education. It's all these people. They go, "Oh my God, the Olympics! Such a beautiful thing. It's no. Go deep inside of it and learn your lessons."
Damn, that's gnarly. I didn't know that. I'm gonna
Yeah.
check that out for sure.
Yeah.
So
Sorry to speak the truth, people, and hurt people's feelings, but somebody has to do it, or else you're just gonna get wishy-washy fantasy tales.
we need more of that in this world, dude.
Yeah,
for sure.
Speak the truth.
Definitely.
People just turn on the TV and they get zoned out.
Yep. Just
Oh my
entertain.
God,
Entertain.
That was so awesome. But I'm
Yep.
just sitting here on the couch and not even moving.
Dude.
Oh, and a funny thing to me, I just found out this morning, I was watching because it's on right now.
Yeah.
So Shaun White won gold snowboarding. He's gonna put the snowboard away and he's gonna go to the Olympics in
Skating.
2020 skating.
Yep. 100%. He wants that gold medal for sure, dude.
Yeah. So I'm probably the roughest dude on here. Just
Nah, that's awesome. Are there any talks of doing any new Jackass projects?
no new Jackass. Knoxville doesn't want it, and one main reason is, and it's a 50-50 of it. It's he'd rather people ask, "Where's number 4?" than "Why did you do number 4?"
Oh, that's true.
But the rest of us are all gung-ho. I'm just as healthy as I was back then.
Yep.
And so it's Steve-O, everybody's ready to go.
Yep. Dude, all the political
hold
stuff
on,
that
I'm gonna warm up here really quick. Gotta do some jump ropes.
all the stuff that Steve-O does for the animal activism crap is crazy, dude.
Yeah, he's full sucks because I'm totally opposite him. Well, I'm not opposite him like that way, but he's like vegan and I'm full carnivore.
Carnivore.
So, and it's healthy for me. Like blood type O, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Our ancestors were cavemen and they ate it, and that's how we're about.
You have to pay attention to that stuff.
Yeah.
You know,
or else you're gonna end up in the hospital.
Yep. I eat really clean, but I still eat meat.
Yeah.
You know, that's what it's about. I feel trying to get organic and, you know, a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
You
a
can
nice
put
balance.
it, yeah, it's a good balance. But you can't be like way extreme and be like, I'm only eating this nut berry that I found out in the Philippines. It comes from the wild forest. It's never touched smog air and all this.
This one piece of bread.
It's one piece of bread.
bread a day.
It's made from this soil that only cows have walked on, and that's it. He has been driven on this, like the one driving right now.
Super duper fresh. Dude, you're almost done, man.
Almost
Sick.
done.
Get to
kind of
shred.
lagged. Chit chat and set up.
Oh, the viewers appreciate that though. It's much better for us that do board setups with people who want to talk a lot and have a lot to say
Yeah.
than for guys who don't. Sometimes it's just like, dang, we don't even know who you are at all after this.
Well, we know he rides an orange board. If you don't know my brand, look it up.
Yeah, a link will be in the description below to his either Instagram or website to check the boards out. Are you selling them online yet?
Yeah, I have, it's called House von Wee, which is German for House of Wee. It's
Sick.
spelled HAUSVONWEE.com. It's very low key, very just like pick your board and go.
Sick.
Nothing, like I don't need to, I'll tell a little story about stuff, you know, to entertain, like how this talking setup goes, but that's about it. And the boards are in my garage. I send each one out. If somebody wants, I'll throw a signature on it and stuff like that.
That's so dope.
Like everything, like nobody else, like I kind of need maybe somebody else to help with some marketing side, but that's all I want to give up. I still want it to be like made in America, garage done, straight from me. I don't want to be the guy that's like, oh, Colt, Jim's distribution, they cut them, they do them. I don't care whatever they're putting on there. You know, so
Keeping it organic.
I do it all myself, hands-on.
That's so dope, dude.
Yeah, so I try and it's a good hobby for me to have, to do this and to just go skate, like to keep them both together.
Keeps you on the board.
Keeps you on the board.
For sure.
Yep.
Well, thanks so much for doing the interview, Jason.
You're
the man.